right.
What's real shit going on?
Today's topic in the world, right?
Real shit.
People dying.
We got,
I think it's like 8,000.
I know it's more.
And 8,000. And that's kind of crazy situation too, because majority of those, she had and I ain't hating on lady, citizens. She was talking to the people in the community who
What's good, fam? What's going on? It's your motherfucking boy, Big Bayday. Appreciate y'all once again for tuning in to the Real Talk, Real Shit vlog. I was calling it a podcast. It's eventually going to be a podcast, but podcasts, I believe, are generally like an hour or so in length. And usually they have people like at a round table and stuff like that. Eventually, that's what it's going to be. You got to start when you're doing something. You got to start from the ground up. So you got to start by yourself until you get supporters and contributors and all that. So for right now, it's the Real Talk, Real Shit vlog hosted by Big Bayday. All right. And on today's episode number 8, today's topic is longevity. All right. Because too many of us are thinking for just today and not for tomorrow, and that's a big fucking problem. It's a humongous problem, and that's a problem that has to be stopped, or else we might not make it as a people. All right. First off, too many of us are living check to check. Okay. That's a system. Now that's a system that was put in place by the powers that be, the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows America was built off slavery. Everybody knows America was built off the backs of the slaves, and that's how it was, stolen land, stolen legacy, stolen religion, tweaked it up, revamped it so they can control the world. You know what I'm saying? If anybody don't know what I'm talking about, I'll get to that another day, another dollar, because religion's too touchy for y'all. I'll lose all y'all. I start talking about religion, because I know majority of y'all ain't even mentally sound enough to understand religion. Alright, so too many of us are living check to check. We constantly, I understand the bill cycle. I understand the bill rut, because the bill cycle is constantly coming, and you can never really get ahead, because 60% or 40 or 50, up to 60% of your money goes to your living housing or whatever. It's 30% goes to food, and then the rest breaks down like toiletries and shit like that. I understand that. But if you free yourself, if you free your mind, you won't be dependent on so much of the systematic bullshit to stay alive in America. Okay, now, for instance, cable TV, you don't need it. It's not a necessity. As a matter of fact, in today's world where you got cell phones and online, that shit is knocked out the box with shit like Netflix and all that. So you don't need cable. You can eliminate that. That's one extra expenditure that you can eliminate. That's a couple $100 or $100-something a month that you can save off the top. You could learn how to make a greener footprint by just using less electricity. Just by turning the water off when you brush your teeth. Turn the lights off as you walk out the door. Not leaving TVs on while you're sleeping. Unplugging stuff when you're not using it. There's plenty of things you can do to conserve energy. You know what I'm saying? Just to conserve energy. That'll be one step just towards being not as dependent on system. Okay? Being a little bit more financially independent. Okay? More things you could do is just do less. Just do a little bit less. We overcomplicate our lives with a bunch of bullshit. The more you do that's not gonna help you for your future, is more time you wasting. If you out here just clubbing and drinking and all that shit, you pretty much You know, if you're living day for day, just drink and wake up, and just get a couple dollars to party, get a couple dollars for a sack and all that shit, you're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not exercising, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not taking care of your body, you're not gonna make it. Now, some of y'all don't want to live. Some of y'all be on so much fucking bullshit, like Xannies and Perkies and Molly and all that shit, and Coke and Hard and all that shit. Y'all be doing so much that y'all don't want to live. And to be honest with you, I ain't even, somebody who's like that, you need to get away from them. If somebody's just like going down the endless spiral and they don't have no hope about themselves, no hope for themselves, get the fuck away from that person, because that's like a suicide bomb. You know what I'm saying? A nigga who ain't trying to come up will never want to see you come up. They'll never want to see you prosper. So you got to get them type of people away from you. You know what I'm saying? Alright, another thing you can do is buy wiser. When you're at the store, buy things that's gonna last. Buy things that are gonna last. Don't buy stuff that's just for right now. For all my people who like 20-ounce sodas, stop doing that. Kill yourself. For that same $129 or $149 or whatever, for that 20-ounce soda, you can get a whole 2 liter for probably about $1. And that's just the thinking process. You know what I'm saying? That's just and another thing, if you're paying attention to the world and the way the world's going, it's not really getting any better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got natural disasters and all this stuff. Like, I just went through Hurricane Florence, right? All my Americans, y'all know what Hurricane Florence is. You know what I'm saying? It was a major, well, they said it was going to be a major hurricane. Anyway, what I learned from that storm of living through that was that money didn't mean nothing. Money didn't mean nothing. If you didn't have food and water and shelter, you didn't have nothing. Food, water, and shelter are the main necessities to life. There's nothing else that matters. Food, water, shelter. I mean, clean clothes, clean, warm clothes, that's another little thing, but you can wear the same thing every day. Clothing don't matter either. Only thing that matters is food, water, and shelter. When that thing was going on, all that, when the power goes out, whatever you got, say you got a bunch of frozen shit. If the power goes out, if you ain't got no grill to cook it on, no charcoal and all that, that's useless. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no water, the water will get cut off. The water will be the first thing to go. Well, the power will go first, then the water will go. Then after your water and your power's off, can you survive without water and power? Do you know how to prepare a meal without power and water? You gotta start thinking like that. How was our ancestors doing this back in the day? They didn't have electricity and stuff. This is a fairly new thing for humanity. Electricity is only like 100-some years old. It ain't even that old. So what was we doing thousands of years old? We was living. You know what I'm saying? We was thinking about tomorrow. We would hunt an animal, cut them, bust them down, salt the meat to preserve it, make jerky and stuff so it could last months to years. We'll bust it down and disperse the meat and preserve this shit. Make preserves and like the farmers do and stuff like that. You gotta start thinking for the future. Cause I'm gonna tell you, when the hurricane was going on, they shut the stores down. There wasn't no stores for a whole week. The shit started getting ugly. After day 5, it started getting ugly in my house because we didn't want to eat. We had beans and we had. I know how to survive. We had our cans, we had peanut butters, we had crackers, non-perishables, cans, peanut butter, crackers, tuna fish, sardines, stuff like that. Beans, we had hella beans, you know what I'm saying? Oodles, noodle, rice cups, you know what I'm saying? Even though that's trash food. Even though it's trash food, when times get rough, a couple oodles and noodles will save your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, please know that water, food and shelter is the main importancies in the world. You know what I'm saying? When we was in that bit, we was making Kool-Aid, we was making like everything, but once we ran low on all the extras, on the comfortable foods, then it was just like water and beans and crackers and peanut butter. And people started complaining. I started complaining like, well, I don't want that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And that was only 5 days worth of food. You know what I mean? So we got to start stockpiling food and water. Fuck a Gold Grill. Fuck them J's, bruh. Fuck being fresh, bruh. Cause at the end of the day, you spent $100 on them jeans, $60 to $50 on your shirt or whatever. Your shoes about $200, maybe more. Bruh, that's $350 right there. Could have got you so much food and water. You go to Walmart, a case of water, a 40-pack of water is only $2.50. You go to the store, buy 3 of them. Just keep buying 3 of them. Keep buying 3 of them. Throw them to the cut. Water don't go bad for at least a year. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't got the water in the sun, full direct sun, where the plastics are getting melted into the water. As long as you ain't got that, that shit gonna last for a long time, bro. At least 8 months to a year. And all you need to survive is 8 months to a year, like 6 months, 3 to 6 months. If you could collect like 3 to 6 months worth of food, and I got that from I think his name is John X or something like that. On YouTube is my dog. I got that from him because he was talking about different things like EMP and stuff. If anything was to happen and shut our way of life down, which it ain't, as you can see during hurricanes, it was easy. Like, people was fucked up with no nothing. You know what I'm saying? The fires in California, people is fucked up with no nothing right now. Like, millionaires had to just goddamn get up and go. I seen, what was that boy's name? Emilio Estevez or one of them boys, Charlie Sheen's big brother. Yeah, the Charlie Sheen's big brother. I seen him, he was gonna spend the night outside in his whip. And he was like, told the newscaster to tell Charlie Sheen and all of them that him and his family was alright. So, like, it don't matter how rich you are, bro. When it's your turn to survive, bro, you gotta survive. And if you don't survive, you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to start thinking for the future. If you got a sack of some green, bro, if you got you a little Quake or a little 3-5 or whatever, portion your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow it all at once. I mean, even if you got it like that, you portion that shit and just, you know, you don't want, I'm gonna tell you another thing. You don't want your food tolerance. You don't want to be so dependent on nothing. You don't want to be dependent on nothing when it goes down. Because the more dependent your body is on food, water, drugs, alcohol, all that type shit. If you're dependent on stuff when it's going down, you're gonna be thinking about your needs. I mean your wants. You can put your wants before your needs. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you'll make a bad decision. Like, so control your body, control your habits, control yourself to the point where you don't need nothing but what you need. Like, some people are living so gluttonous, they're eating so much food at once and at a time, that body thinks they gotta have a pound or 2 pounds of food, like, to sustain it or to satisfy it. So they constantly eating 2-3 pounds, like a pound meal at a time, 2 pound meals at a time, like, instead of eating lightly and treading lightly, you know what I'm saying, and just giving your body what it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Just a fuel, like, just that it needs to go. You know what I mean? Because the body is just like, it's like a machine. You just got to give it the oil, the water, like a car almost. You got to give it the gas, the fuel, the water, the this, the that. It's like the perfect balance of everything will have you just running. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be so booted up just off just how you living if you're doing it right. If your body is balanced right, you'll just have the perfect amount of energy in every situation to do it whatever you need to do, because you're not over giving it this or over giving it that. Because what they say, everything in moderation. You know what I mean? So, for all my brothers out there, all my sisters out there, all my family, all my friends, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, start thinking for the future. It's 2018. 2020, we gotta have the real IDs and all that crazy shit. Like, we're coming into some serious times. Very serious. And if we're not prepared for this, we're gonna fall victim. So please, like, start thinking about tomorrow. Start doing whatever you need to do to get better for tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I drive my bike to work, and it's like when I do that, it's 6.8 miles each way. That's like what, like 14, like right 13.9, right under 14 miles or right under 15 miles per day on a bike. You know what I'm saying? You know how rough that shit be sometimes, bro. That shit be rough when I be doing that shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it builds me up. Keep my heart pumping, keep my blood flowing. It builds you up. Like, it makes you stronger. Like, start doing the things you did when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Play basketball, play sports. You know what I'm saying? Go outside and walk blocks with your homies and shit. Start doing that. Like, but if you ain't got homies, you with a wife, do it with your wife. Walk blocks with your wife and your kids. Like, do the things you did when you was your kid. Because who you was back then is who you are now. Is just people lose track along the way. You know what I mean? But think for your longevity. Start stockpiling food. Money is irrelevant. So when you get money, buy the things you need with it, not the things you want. Fuck all the Jordans and dumb shit, because that shit is just the short change. That ain't gonna get you nothing. That's just gonna make it keep people like the black people, like, okay, black people are the #1 consumers in the world. You know what I'm saying? We spend more money. It's like we have more money in the world than everybody else, but we spend it because we're in a state of consumer mind. We're consumers. Like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Start thinking for the future. You know what I'm saying? And I got my goddamn Jackie Chan vest on. You know what I'm saying? 80s style swag. But it's your boy Bede. It's your motherfucking boy Bede. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for listening to me. I hope y'all like something about this. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I need people to fuck with me. It's your motherfucking boy Bede. And I love y'all. Let's grow. Let's do this shit.